Art of Desire, the third of 5 lessons. Spiritual desire. In contemplating or studying and even partaking in same, one may wonder or question and consider if it's necessary to stop, give up, and or resist every and all physical desires whatsoever in order to appropriately develop and grow spiritually. Well, in retrospect of a long story made short, the simple, straight, and narrowed to the sharply pointed answer is no. Why? Why? That's the very edict of life and living. There's no way to avoid it when alive, for desire is specifically designed as a gateway lesson, rite of passage or initiation, yea, the teachable moments manifest for sake of divine transformation. Although, yes, too, it is very necessary and hence of tantamount concern that one spiritualizes their desires, such that they may be made in consenting harmony and accord, or more one with everything, uh, as in consenting harmony and accord, or one with creation's ultimate desire for things to happen naturally and organically, of course. This isn't novel, new, nor esoteric information. Some exemplary analogies, analogous throughout the ages, still run the gamut from walking away from an opinion instead of engaging in petty small talk, extending a so called olive branch, or giving a gift in spite of a wrong, as in offering the other cheek, including thy coat and cloak too, metaphorically speaking. Thus, the desire for confrontation, retaliation, and vengeance, yea, even violence, become neutralized when spiritualized by you through compassion, love, and forgiveness, through understanding. When spiritualized, lead by example, not as a dictator taught. Get real. Always seek to give the increase, no matter what. In every experience, upon every plane and plateau, in every realm and sphere of influence, one inevitably reaches a point or points where and when a decision and or choice needs to be made, whether to take thy place with those whom have prepared the ways and means, whom have come and gone and are indeed still appearing here and there, or to blindly accept the comfort, ease, and pleasures of the flesh offered unto thee indiscriminately. Alas, every move involves some kind of risk. Think of it like chess, and yet it should be comforting to know. Put thy mind at ease and give thee great pleasure and understanding that that is exactly what all the ascended and ascending masters, teachers, and learned apprentices of yore to this very day have themselves also had to face, accept, and rise to the occasion as well to overcome. And which direction do they heavily, if not solely, lean into? Hmm? Yep, you guessed it. Towards forgiveness, love, and understanding. Yes, such truth is what truly sets one and all free. For immediate instance, instead of getting even by evening the score, do something great instead. Instead of allowing duress, hate, or malice to prompt or provoke you into anger, patience, and impetuousness, tolerance, and dare say vengeance. For goodness sake, show some composure, grace, and self-control. It just takes a great forbearance to make one a truly great person in comparison. And in order to emulate and materialize spiritualized traits and other desires as they arise, practice patience. Become adept and proficient at catching yourself, channeling and redirecting negative charges to usher in more positive change instead. See it for what it is, a lesson and or a teachable moment in the construct of time. Inevitably, as with any practice made into habit, there eventually comes a day or days in one's life's experience when cleansing or purging has to happen now and then, like a molting or shedding of old skin of sorts. And as one so continues to walk, give and walk, gait or strut, talk, say, said talk, and or spoken word in one's daily conversations or personal connections and communions, meditations, musings, thoughts, or dare say prayers, etc., so too does one spiritualize and round whatever thy desire may or may not be in the dearly beloved earth and Mother Nature's majesty herself. After all, one silver cord needs to be anchored somewhere, right? Don't it? And it's only natural to root the Appian way firmly upon terra firma's sturdy ground for good measure and best reason. For as it just so happens, alas, offenses do indeed happen. And yet, woe unto that person by whom the offense cometh. So to paraphrasingly speak in Sanskrit, rather make your desire healthy and unselfish instead, such that one never accosts, gets distraught, or crosses the line of aggression or transgression, as in be or become a considerate person. For when one regards with understanding and compassion the one who did you wrong or caused you to lose your cool, even suffering, and desires nothing but good to come of it, only then does one actually vanquish that primitive inclination or desire for revenge by changing it into a purposefully spiritualized desire. But that doesn't mean you can't still seek compensation and restitution. Just do it sanely, calmly, with composure and grace. And so here's a quick breakdown of what goes down. Physical forces are the material realm of activity, while material forces are both physical and spiritual in their respective reaction to the body and the mental, physical, and spiritual conditions surrounding us. So, if one's purpose is spiritual and one holds their tried and true tenets, is one more empowered and able to meet and overcome even adverse situations upon the material plane, pure and simple, or distilled most eloquently. To be sure, every power and every force that manifests in the material world has its inception in the spiritual realm of influence, from whence one's so-called higher self resides, or the super consciousness in modern psychological parlance of same. And when given applications are made of a material nature, they must harmonize and be in accord or coordinate with mental, physical, and spiritual impulses in order to manifest the best and or most mutually beneficial results for and to one and all involved, of course. Sheesh. To trust in thyself thusly is what it means to have mercy. Should be sufficient proof enough of the patterns given. And it basically just takes pattern recognition to kick in and start your divine engine. And when one holds true to these and those roads or modes of operandi, as in the positive attitude and direction with competence and hence confidence, does it become apparent that there's nothing to fear, languish over, or worry about. For such perfect love or unbiased attention is what casts out anguish, doubt, and fear in the first and last place anyway. See?